welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, we found this kid's mother. And turns out she's a very skilled fighter after all, like we suspected. Let us continue.
Dark skies, dark tidings.
I thought my entire family was lost. I came to these woods to plan my last stand and to take revenge for the death and the destruction that Karputra has caused. He took the life of my sweet Gilgir and 2 of my sons. I must stand strong. Now that we are all here, perhaps we stand a chance to see this revenge through. I would recommend that we head to Jal Kepir, a blockade right outside of Caer Andros. If we can take the blockade, then we may have a chance to get inside Caer Andros and confront Karputra. So, I guess I independently need to travel there. I thought it was going to be like an instance thing. So, that's actually kind of far away, huh? All the way over there. Alright, let us go and ride together. And as we're doing that, it is a good time to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel. I haven't been shilling my channel too much over the last few videos, but I do encourage you guys to subscribe. 75% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. Doesn't cost you anything, it's free. Of course, I put a lot of hard work into this. I've done at least 1 video per day all of 2023, which is a lot more work than you'd imagine. On a lot of days, I've even done more videos. And all I ask is for subscriptions. You like the video, help the channel grow so I can bring this content out to more people so that I can brighten more people's days overall. That's it. And now back to the regularly scheduled program of me riding around Gondor. I felt like I had something else important to say, but I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I'm trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. That's a milestone I'm working towards. And I'm on track to do that with your guys' help. We'll be able to reach that before the end of the year. That's exciting. I think the next milestone after 5,000 is 10,000, right? And that would be crazy. Been doing this for a long time. Some people get there in like a day, man. There's some people that they just have the right combination of the content people want to see. They have a little bit of luck. They have the right charisma. Or whatever else it takes to get pushed through in the YouTube algorithm, and they get like 1 million subscribers in a week. But I've been slowly grinding. However, there's an advantage to that. You know, these people that burst into fame, they get 1 million people who are just there for a quick good time. However, all of you guys who have subscribed to my channel are very loyal, and I definitely appreciate that. It wasn't easy to earn you guys as viewers, but once I had you as a viewer, I had your loyalty as well, and I certainly don't take that for granted, and I work very hard to make sure that I am worthy of that. I'm just trying to make commentary here, because I still got a long way to go to my objective, so, you know. Just trying to ramble on the microphone a little bit, trying to make it sound organic, but, you know. See, if I had more natural or humorous things to talk about, maybe I'd have more subscribers, but no, I'm just rambling to the microphone like I usually do. Alright, so I bet there will be a ton of quests in here once I get in there. I bet there's going to be a lot of landscape quests. And again, as a reminder, whenever my character stops like that, that's just lag in this region. Nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Well, let me go through the gate. I was trying to go to the highlighted circle, but I guess I just need to go in here. And I need to defeat enemies here. Alright, this kid doesn't have anything for me. I'm actually going to... Actually, I'm not going to dismiss him, because if I need to kill enemies, he might as well help me. I'm going to put him to work. We got some child slave labor here. Forcing children to fight orcs for me. I hope I don't get taken to court. Middle Earth Court. I wonder what that's like. Let me get all 3 of these guys here. Okay. That is 6 of them. I need 4 more. Need to get a healing gambit going. These guys are messing me up. Oh no, not lag. I'm gonna eat a potion just in case because I am lagging. Okay, good. I only need 1 more. So yeah, let me dismiss him so he doesn't aggro a bunch of other people. No, I don't want to fight the captain. Let me fight this guy. He's isolated by himself. Okay. Good. Then I need to speak to Dúneth. Where is she? She's outside. It's just a resource node there, not a quest. And then let me actually summon this kid again. Just make sure he doesn't have any quests.
I haven't slept in days.
Good work. I was able to take out the scouts patrolling near the bridge. I think we have a good shot at getting into Caer Andros. I hope that it isn't too much for Tolkien. He is a brave warrior, but still so young. We have come this far, and I'm not about to give up. Let my mother lead us to victory. I thank you for your aid in finding my mother. Still, there is much to do.
I haven't slept in days.
My son Tolkien and I are bound to this task of defeating those who destroyed our home. My husband and sons will not rest soundly until Corputra is defeated. Kippen, you do not need to put yourself in danger as you have no ties to Old Anórien. However, I see it in your eyes that you have done much to help the land and wish to see a better life for all Gondorians. Also, I see in Tolkien's eyes that he looks up to you. Should you accept this final attack, you will give Tolkien the strength he needs to face the man who killed his father and kin. I will not mourn the loss of my husband Gilgir and my sons until the first blade falls. Let's do this.
You stand at the steps of Caer Andros, where the fearsome Suhalar Corputa must face the consequences of his actions for the slaughter of Gilgir and his sons.
As a reminder, I am on tier 4 difficulty, but those do not apply inside of instances, so let's keep that in mind. Father, give me strength. Stay close. And we're starting out the instance with lag, of course. Just gonna patrol ahead and get these battles started. We must press forward. Indeed we must. Need to find the first blade. Make sure I group these guys up here. My dearest Gilgir, you will rest well tonight. Let me bring these guys together so I can AoE them. We're getting close, I think. Very good. So the gate is open, and looks like there's going to be a little boss fight here. The first blade. Corputra looks amused at your presence. Corputra. There he is. Let me do an unerring strike. It's an honor to die by my blade. There is no escaping death. You have slain the fearsome first blade of the Suhalar. It is done.
I haven't slept in days.
We shall not tarry here much longer. We have finished what we have set out to do. It would be foolish to take on the entire army gathered within these walls. Let us retreat to Krithos. We have accomplished what we came here for. Let us retreat to Krithos. Hopefully it teleports me to Krithos, and it did. Great. I'll take it.
Dark skies, dark tidings.
We have made it back safely to Krithos. Tolwyn and I shall spend our time vigilantly protecting this village. I am certain that some of the enemy in J.R.R. will retaliate. Krithos will stand. You have my word that we will rebuild J.R.R. in time.
I haven't slept in days.
I know you must depart, for the enemy marches south from J.R.R. towards Minas Tirith. You must defend the White City from the forces of Mordor. Do not fear, we shall be able to hold our own at Krithos. You vow to Dúneth and all the people of J.R.R. to return after the battle and help her retake J.R.R. You do not know when you will be able to help to fulfill the promise, but you assure her that you will keep it. Thank you, Kippen. Your vow means much to me. It is what Gilgir would have done and would have wanted. I shall await your return, brave hobbits. Please make sure to speak with Tolwyn before you leave. I shall always remember this day. You have taught me much, Kippen, in our short time together. I shall continue to practice my fighting techniques until we meet again. Thank you again for your assistance in finding my mother and reuniting me with my family that I still have. You should make sure to speak with Dúneth before you head south. Farewell, my friend. You vowed to Tolwyn to help him take back J.R.R. after the war.
Minas Tirith will hold. I'm sure of it.
You would not believe it, but those saplings you brought back are growing better in Krithos than they were in the orchard. I see to it that the fields are as beautiful and plentiful as they once were. It's a shame that you have to leave so soon, but I do understand. This is a hard time for everyone in Gondor, and the White City needs as many able warriors as they can get. Good luck, and don't be a stranger around here in more peaceful times. Dúneth will do her part in rebuilding the once fertile farmlands of the orchards of J.R.R. So Ingold, he's at the north wall, right? Yeah. So I need to go all the way there. Thankfully, I can swift travel. So a bit of a foreshadow there. I guess we'll be back here for more questing after we do some more stuff in Minas Tirith. All right, to the north gate. Look at this lag wave. Alright, so he should be here. However, it looks like his asset has not loaded in yet. Have to wait for it. Yeah, he should be here. Unless he's up there. He's never been up on the wall before, unless he changed locations. Let me just check just in case, because... yeah, this is unusual. How do I climb the wall? Now, there's no way he's up there. Well, I guess I can climb up through here, and I'll just check. No, he's not here. He is not here. This is very bizarre. Yeah, he should be, like, right here. Why is he not loading in? Give me a second on this one. Alright, so I have no idea what's going on here. I've tried to reach out for help. I opened up a support ticket. I've tried to find help in other ways, but I'm not getting any solutions, and I want to keep going. So I have a theory. My theory is that maybe because this Book 4 quest is active and this guy is out here, maybe while this quest is active, Ingold is not here. That's the only thing I can think of besides an actual game client issue. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the epic quest and then come back here to try and finish this one. So it may seem a little out of order. I don't know, but I can't think of any other solutions. So let me try this. Let me go to Minas Tirith. Let me continue the epic storyline, and we'll just kind of see what happens. Maybe I'll get an answer from the support staff in the meantime. I don't know. I don't know how long that will take. It used to be, you know, at the height of the game, like back in 2008, 2009, a game master would reply right away, but obviously those were different times.
What can you tell me of the situation in Talathanor?
You have returned already? I did not expect you to see so soon after your departure, Kippen. What can you tell me about the situation in Talathanor? You tell Imrahil about your encounter with the Orcs, Wargs, and Suhalar Easterlings that occupied Cair Andros and have poured into Talathanor. A second force? It must be a pincer attack. Our enemy has been planning this for some time, and soon each host will close upon the city. It will make the triumph of Gondor all the sweeter when the plans are destroyed. Alright, so, yeah, let me go with this. Is this actually pretty good? It's not that great compared to what I have.
Minas Tirith will soon be encircled by our enemies. Time is short.
And we must fill the hours or minutes that remain to us with preparations that will help us survive the approaching onslaught. While you were surveying the situation in Talathanor, I learned of a handful of folk who desire your assistance with matters both large and small. Go to them and see what they need if you can. Mithrandir wished to speak with you at greater length about the encounter with the enemy commander in Osgiliath. Find him in the citadel atop the city. Eredor, the chief scribe of the council, was impressed with your work on his behalf and asked you to speak with him at the Dome of the Sun in the 6th Circle. The council was waiting for Ingold to return to the city. Perhaps your experience beyond Ramas Ekor will be of interest to them. In other council matters, the captain of the garrison has been trying to improve the morale of the folk remaining in the city. Find Ekadon and see what you can do to help. So, it looks like that Ingold was waiting. The council was waiting for Ingold to return to the city. So, yeah, that's the NPC I was looking for. So, maybe my theory is correct. Okay. Let me look at the map. So, there's somebody over here. So, let me go to the second tier, the soldiers tier, and go from there. Alright, I'm starting to think that my theory is correct.
Gondor needs your aid.
And that the reason that NPC was not loading in was because he's somewhere else right now. I think that makes sense. There's no other explanation other than a broken game client, but you know how it is. You know how gamers are. They blame everything on the game itself and not themselves, so it's not safe to assume that the game is broken when there might be a more reasonable explanation. Let me see. Alright, the quest ring should be right up here somewhere.
A group calling themselves the Withered Tree commits acts of cruelty in the city.
Only a fool would deny that things look bleak for Gondor, Kippen. A group calling themselves the Withered Tree has begun committing acts of cruelty and dissent within the streets of Minas Tirith, and their actions have lowered the morale of my men and the folk that remain. These lower circles of the city are especially at risk of suffering at the hands of the Withered Tree. Perhaps the passwords to the upper levels remain out of reach, at least for now. If you would help raise the spirit of my guards and the citizenry, you will tear down any sedition apartments of the withered tree that they have posted upon the walls. While you do this task, speak to any despairing folk and you will try to lift their spirits. Hope may be in short supply, but even a little of it may go a long way during the trials that we face in the hours ahead. Confine your search to the first and second circles of the city, Kippen. Ah, look at that pamphlet. We are all going to die. Let me keep going around here. The city will fall. Okay, so it's definitely lowering the morale of everybody. And okay, let me start going the other way actually. I'll ride towards the pony that can take me to the first level again. I think there might be someone up here on the wall. Indeed. Right. The city will fall, he says. I will not despair. Alright, so finally somebody with positivity. Let me keep going this way. Alright, so I need one more poster and that's it, right? Yeah, so I probably don't even need to go to the first level. Ah, alright, let me go around the wagon. Okay. So now it says talk to Ekadon at the south end of the second circle. So I need to ride all the way back there. I'll fast forward this one.
Some men in the garrison have begun listening to these whispers.
You have done well to inspire some of the common folk that listen to the lies of the withered tree. It is all too easy to listen to their whispers when there is little certainty that a new day will dawn tomorrow. We cannot listen, or we will give in to despair, and that only ensures that the dawn will be further off. Some men in the garrison have also begun to listen to these despairing whispers. Find them on the northern side of the city in the second circle, and speak words of courage to inspire them to go on. Perhaps tales of your adventure will help, Kippen. Find them and stir their hearts to bravery, or they will be of no use to us or anyone in the battle to come. Alright, so back to the north end of the tier here. A group of guards huddle in a knot. They speak in low, sorrowful voices.
How can we hope to have victory?
We heard the news from beyond the north gate of the second Morgul host, and I was watching with my own two eyes when the Prince of Dol Amroth came back to the city with Faramir. The young captain's face was as pale as death. His father, the steward, lets none in to see him. He may have already died for all we know. You're an adventurer, but I would wager you have never been in this grim of a situation before. How can we hope to have victory? Nay, not even that. How can we hope to survive? You wonder which tale of your adventure might lift the spirits. Ah, memory of Helagrod, Gorthul, Garthagarwin, Arkador. What is that one? Memories of Adventure. That one's just vague. Ah, man, the Rift. That's pretty epic. Or the Nazgul. I don't know. I kind of want to go with Helagrod, because Helagrod is the first raid that I remember. It was before the Moria expansion. So I think I want to go with this. Gonna recount the adventures of Helagrod. You recount the tale of the mighty dragon Thorog, animated by a forbidden ritual, but once more defeated at Helagrod.
Can it be? Can we find such courage as this?
I do not know, Kippen, but I know that we will try. We are men of Gondor. We will not give up hope. Not now, not ever. You have reminded us that even when the night is darkest, dawn must come at its ending, and will banish even the blackest midnight. You have my thanks, adventurer, for the reminder of courage that can be found, even when it is thought lost. Okay. And now I have to go all the way back to the south end. Lots of back and forth.
I fear this will get worse before it gets better.
I thank you for inspiring my men to go on, at least for a little while. I must confess something to you, however. I myself am worried. This is going to get worse before it gets better. We will stand against it for as long as we can, will we not? We will. With adventurers such as you aiding in the defense, we may stand a little longer than we might, Kippen. I am glad for it. And look at that, level 112. It's a festival quest, so I'm going to decline it for now. Alright, so now I need to go up to tier 5. I don't even know how long this episode is because I kind of stopped my recording halfway through while I was trying to figure out what happened to that NPC, so I don't know how long I've actually been recording for, so I kind of want to keep going a little bit for now. Let me do it. Yeah, I'm going all the way to the Masters tier. Let me take a pony up there. Alright, now I need to go to the Dome of the Sun or whatever. I think it's right on this other side. And it did hint that I might find Ingold in there, which would be great. I would love that. That way I can put that problem to rest.
The council has a plan to assess the city's food stocks.
I'm glad you came back, Kippen. The council has just heard of Ingold's report of the situation in Talath Anor. The captain of the Outwall painted a picture, but it was not a rosy one. Merethian and Myrdal have been working on a plan to assess the food stocks and other supplies within the city, and they could use your assistance. They are right over there, and will be glad to have your help.
The deadliest enemy during a long siege? Hunger.
The burden of governance is heavy, but it is especially so in time of war. We have not seen Steward Denethor since Prince Imrahil carried his son back to the city. Well, we do not need to hear his words to know what awaits us. A siege, possibly a long one. The greatest enemy during a long siege is not necessarily the foe outside the gates, Kippen. The greatest enemy is hunger. With the gates shut, we will not be able to resupply the city. The farms and fields that feed Minas Tirith during the peacetime will be cut off from us by lines of the enemy. They might as well be on the moon for all the good they will do us. The only food that will get us is the food we already have. Myrdal can tell you more, but it is a worrisome fact that we might simply just not have enough.
These inventories will help us ration food during the siege.
I have taken stock of the flow of goods into the city over the past few days, and combined with the existing list of food and supplies we were storing. This has given me an inventory of our goods, Skippin, and I have divided it into sections for each of the main storage rooms in Minas Tirith. I ask for you to take these inventories, one for the goods of the upper stores, and one for the goods of the lower stores. Speak to the guards outside each and show them my mark, and they will allow you inside. Compare the inventory with the actual goods and ensure that we have all the supplies we expect. Only then will we be able to properly ration the supplies if the siege proves too long. Okay, so we will do that in the next episode. I think we're at about the 30-minute mark probably. So thanks for watching this one. I will see you next time. We'll continue preparing for the siege of Minas Tirith.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.